What's up, guys? In this episode, I have truck driver Shawn. Stay tuned. What is up, you guys? It's your boy, Louie Torres, and in this episode, I have truck driver Shawn hanging out at my house. He was driving through New York, and he's like, bro, I need to drop off this amp to you, which is a Randall RD5H, brought to you in part by AMM Amplification in Chicago, who literally created this mod called the Little Bastard. And that thing sounds absolutely incredible. It's ridiculous. So let me go play. I'm going to switch over mics so that way this guy you can hear. So let's go. What happened?
He's got it gated. Gated. Hopefully my ass crack isn't popping out. Much better.
Oh,
Gated. This amp runs so clean that you really don't even need the gate.
Let me turn it off.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. And you don't need it. Oh, yeah, you can just turn it off.
Oh, where's your switch?
What switch?
Mine has switches.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Your high wind?
Yeah, it has a frequency switch. Like it cuts off like that.
Oh, no kidding.
That switch alone cuts that out.
Oh, yeah, no.
And then the other thing's just for the tightness, the grip.
Then this must be the
Original.
The
Nope.
second. No, because the original was just didn't have the four-way cable.
Oh, yeah, I have a switch on mine.
Oh, no kidding. Okay, so that's got to be a third version.
It's a little bit bigger, too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yours
I totally,
is?
Yeah, I totally... We're right in the middle of conversation.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So... Oh, so yeah.
You can reshoot that.
So I had the first one, which was just through the front or through the back.
Yeah.
And then I got this one because I knew it was at least the next version. So this is the 4-cable method. So you probably have the third version if you have something else on top of that.
Yeah, and I want to say my button's even over here.
Are there 2 buttons? What do I think? Maybe there's.
No, mine's one button, but I think
Oh,
the
is it on the right side?
side?
Oh, okay. I gotta reach out. I gotta reach out to Jordan and be like, "Yo, what's up? What's up? How many versions you got?"
I could be wrong.
How...
But I do know I have a switchy.
Oh, you do?
Two switchies.
You do?
Yeah, I got one at the top, which is for a tightness of grip. Like one of them is so tight, like if you fart, it's not coming out the crack.
Oh, no kidding. Okay. Yeah.
No matter how many tacos you eat.
Right.
And then the other one is for the frequency mesh.
Oh, no kidding.
Which takes care of your
Sure, the fizz. Oh, okay, sure.
So depending on which way you're having your noise interruption, you flip it and it
makes
so you don't have to worry about it being so tight. You can still get it
sure.
so you can
still ring out.
out.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like this one here should still ring out pretty good. Now it's turned down. So you can ring it right out nice and good. I can squeal now.
This guy.
Zach Wild to be happy. Squeal victory. Squeal like a pig. Squeal, squeal, squeal. Squeal, squeal.
You know I'm going to keep that. What's up, you guys? It's your boy, Louie Torres, hanging out with truck driver Shawn. So funny enough, here we are with this Randall RD5, and the thing sounds absolutely incredible. But we've actually been playing it using a boost pedal. So Shawn was kind of ripping with the boost on, and we'll go back and forth with the head just by itself, because I feel like, you know, it's easy to manipulate any amp when you use different pedals, but ripping right through, and to me, the little bastard, which is a funny name that he named it. So the little bastard sounds like a little awesome bastard just running straight through. So I'll use my 1991 ESP Horizon Custom. Shawn's using my Kiesel Aries A6C, the matte black that is on the Kiesel website. So I will just jam out for a bit without any pedal, and then I'll clip it over to Shawn, and then we'll go ahead and run the boost. That way you guys can hear what that sounds like. So let me go ahead and switch mics. So again, that's literally my guitar. The only thing I'm using is a noise gate, the high wind amplification noise gate running out of the RD5H. And here's the funny thing, and I had the RD1, and the problem with the RD1 is that it needed a boost, which is fine, right? To some degree. I mean, I have the Randall RD100, and I feel like I need to use that. But what AMM did with, you know, using this new modification that he created for the RD1 and the RD5, dude, it's a beast. The thing is tight as heck, and, you know, I'm literally just running straight, you know, with the exception of a noise gate, which you actually don't even need because it's really quiet, considering that for the most part it's kind of a noisy amp. So I'm going to hand this over to Shawn. That way you can hear a real guitarist actually play, because, like I always say, I'm absolutely terrible. Shawn's a gifted guitarist, so I'm going to switch over to him.
Nah,
Look at his face.
Too. You shit. It's all potato riffs, man.
Potato
Dad
riffs.
rock. Hi. We're here to steal shit from Louie Torres. That guy, the giggling dude. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to boost the little bastard mod with a Tony Peppers pedals. I only say Tony first because that's the guy's name, and he's a cool dude, so people should know his name. I'm going to boost it with that, and I'm not going to touch any of the settings from what Louie was playing, except for turning on the Dirty Tree. That's it, and I don't know what the Dirty Tree is set at. Whatever Louie is putting this pokey thing in my hole. So whatever Louie had the Dirty Tree set on is what I've got. So, yeah. Let's see what she do. Thing just chugs. So let's hit the boost. because I totally forgot to do that before because I'm an asshole. Sorry about the bad language. There's a little difference. I don't know how to watch my mouth. Lewis does a really good job. He's like a professional guy in the real world, and I'm just a douchebag truck driver. I talk some shit.
What's up, you guys? It's your boy Louis Torres, and I'm here with
Truck driver Shawn Davis, Captain Douchebag, whatever you want to call me.
So I'll put a link below to in the description of the Little Bastard modification by AMM Amplification in Chicago. That way you guys can actually contact them and let them know that you have a Randall RD1 or an RD5 and are interested in this mod. Shawn, you've had this amp clearly a lot longer than I have. I just had it over the last few minutes. What do you think about it since you've had it for a while?
As somebody who's played the RD series, I've played them all. The 1, the 5, the 45, and the 100. The one thing that's consistent through the whole entire range is it had a lot of power, but horrible sound. Like, you couldn't really get that good saturation chug. It was either super dry,
too muddy,
or it sounded like it was underwater. You had two choices. You couldn't find that middle space, and if you moved the gain, the volume would just drop. Or it would rise to an obnoxious level. So it wasn't just a little bit. It was a lot. It was a lot.
Sure.
So you get the Little Bastard mod. One, you get a more refined gain. Like, as you turn the gain, you don't have any volume lost. You don't have any volume gain. You literally have the saturation. So with it turned all the way down is almost like where the Randall RD usually is, jacked almost all the way up.
Sure. Right.
I'd say 3/4, probably.
Yeah, at least.
So you get better gain out of it. You can also clip your gain 3 different distinct ways. You can get kind of like that classic rock, like if you're the type that plays a Strat and you like playing your Bad Company,
sure,
you know, your Skinnerd, you can do it with this amp. You put it on the second one, you get like the 80s metal. Hair metal, Nickelback in the house, that type of stuff. And then if you put it all the way to the over, you get full gorilla dick. I'm angry and my guitar is going to say it for me type gain. It's just totally pounding.
Yeah. And it's real interesting how that tone knob it's just night and day versus, between 9 o'clock, noon, and 3 o'clock. It's literally 3 different amps.
Yeah, really. And it stays even when it's in its dirtiest setting. You still get note definition.
Yeah.
And if you put a boost pedal on it, now I know everyone's gonna be like, I shouldn't have to boost a good amp.
Right.
I boost everything. You give me a $4,000 amp, I'm gonna show you how quick I can slap a boost on it.
Yeah, it's true.
Matter of fact, I hook one up before I even play it just in case I need it.
Sure.
It's not about the money you spend. It's not about the brand. It's, to me, a boost pedal doesn't fix your amp. It flavors it. Like, do you eat French fries without salt?
Sure. Right.
You know, that type of thing. This amp here, if you had to use it without a pedal, you're not going to be upset.
No. Yeah.
But if you have a distinct noise in your head you want to hear, like with me, I like a very sharp, aggressive, paint-peeling sound when I play. I like a boost.
So then here's the funny thing is you always have that that cross between cost versus let me just get a different amplifier. But I feel like you're saving so much money if all you're doing is buying the RD1 or the RD5 and then getting it modified with the Little Bastard. Dude, you're still saving like $1,000 compared to other amps that are in that ballpark that are literally already out of the box exactly like that. But it's going to cost you so much more.
And it's not, he modified, I know we're talking about the RD5 right now, and the RD1, because the Little Bastard mod is right now where we're sitting specifically for the 1 and the 5. He's working on the 45 and the 100.
Sure.
They're different ways that those amps are built, so he's working on it. Very smart guy. Give him his time, he'll have it figured out. But if you send him any of your amps, like say, like myself, I get a Jet City because some people say, it's awesome. I get it, and literally, it was a bag of soggy wet dicks. It was bad. I hated it. There's only one amp I've hated more than that amp, and that was the Diamond F4.
Oh, sure.
It's in that kind of company. Sure. So I sent it out to the amp man over at AMM Amplified, and he's been sending me clips of it, and it's not the same amp. It's not even
close. No.
Not even close. And it's so different.
He sent me a video. He's just like, oh, hey, this is where I am with Shawn's amp now. And I'm like, bro, you don't even have to do any more. Like, it's perfect as is. And he's just like, nah, we're going to do a little more to it, so...
Because I'm a whiner. Every time he says, like, hey, can you do this? Can this be a little bit better?
That's so funny.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he'll never take another amp from me. He's probably like, lose my number, kid.
No, but you know what? By you being that that dogmatic with regard to your tone, he's literally going to be able to recreate that tone with literally any Jet City, which means when I get the chance, I'm going to take my brand new Jet City, I'm going to send it to Chicago, because you guys have to hear how ridiculous this sounds. You'll
be able to in a couple weeks, by the way.
Yeah. Are you going to get it in a few weeks?
Yep. And then I'm going to send it to Louis. Hopefully before he sends his off.
Sure.
And he can, actually, he has the same model I have that's already been modded by Saldano Jet City.
Yeah. So it was actually done by Epic.
By Epic. So he already has a modded one. So just for my own listening to Louis pleasure, I'm going to send him mine, and he can put it up to it and just see kind of where they stand. But I will say this: you can buy those used, like the stock one I have, like what, $400?
Less $350.
Yeah. So you buy a 20-watt head, which unless you're jamming in a stadium
arena
with everybody miking shit up now and doing line out,
fine. Yeah.
You're gonna be good with a 20-watt head. Plus, you can play it in your house, which is a plus. You buy that for $300. Between shipping and stuff, you're probably putting another $300 into shipping it out and getting it back with it all modded.
But now you're done.
You're talking having a beast, an absolute beast of an amp that's going to be unique.
Like, that thing's crazy. Like, when you first turned it on and you grabbed the keysel, I was just like, oh, I wonder what it's going to sound like instantly. I was just like, no kidding.
It's not an RD anymore.
No.
Not even close.
No. It's literally a different amp. And although I would love to mention the kind of amp that it sounds like, I won't. But it's literally, I feel like it's in the...
Oh, I know where you're going.
You know,
you might as well say it. Spit it out.
MF. But it's not costing you $1,500, $1,600 now. You know, you're literally running... You're buying it used for $300, spending $300 once everything is said and done, and you just saved yourself $1,000, and you have virtually the same amp.
Exactly.
Literally,
Actually, to be honest with you, this
because you own it.
He won't say it, but I'm gonna. If he wants to beat me out, he can put the sound of chickens or whatever the hell he does when he puts his stuff together. This fucking guy. So I will say this: Mike Fortin's a smart guy. He's a genius. He's very good at what he does. He builds amazing things. So this is no knock on Fortin. But Fortin designed the RDs. We all know that. It's not a hidden secret. Yeah. It was kind of like hey, can you build a budget amp? Is it possible to do that? And of course, he's very smart. He's like, I can build anything. You know, the more money you put into it, the better the amp is going to be. This is a case of where that extra money goes as to what you get. That amp there, you can get used on Reverb. 5-watt RD, used in great condition for about $200, $250. Snag it up, send it to the amp man, and he'll put $200 worth of mods into it. It'll cost you roughly, depending on where you live, $60 to $80 for shipping.
Yeah.
And then you basically have a
new amp.
We're not going to call it a sigil.
No, we'll call it a...
It's a sigil that you can actually put some
Can we call it an ample? An AMGL, right? AMM, and then sigil, and, you know, work the two together.
It's a budget Fortin, let's just call it that.
Yeah.
Fortin's great, and he'll always get the credit for metal musicians, for giving us a voice for our instruments. If you play extended range, you down tune, Fortin's your guy. His stuff is tailored to aggressive music. You don't see guys playing Tennessee blues with a fucking 33 hooked up. You just don't. You see a guy with more strings than chicks have shoes.
Sure.
They're using the Fortin stuff. And I'm a huge fan of Fortin. I own Fortin stuff myself. And like I said, I'll never say anything bad about it. I bought his stuff because I only buy stuff that I like. If I don't like it, you don't see it sitting in my stuff.
What's up, Rick? What's up, Rick? Rick's Mike's attorney, but Rick, I love Rick. He's awesome. He's super.
I get stabbed.
So I feel like, the next step with that would be, him going ahead and working on the 45 and then the 100. I have the 100, and it sounds great, but it has to be boosted. You know what I mean? Right. Don't listen to this guy. This one, I love my Jet City, but same thing. It has to get boosted. But it is what it is. Like, I feel like, if you want something that's already built in, you're going to spend a little bit more, and that's kind of, not everyone has that ability to say, hey, I want to buy this amp for $1,600, but, who kind of doesn't have the $250 to buy an RD5 and then spend an extra $250, $300 to get it shipped there, get all the mods done, get it shipped back, and, there's a whole new amp that you currently have, so.
And when he's done with that mod, it is deceptively loud.
Oh, yeah.
I have a top denture and it will rattle it right out.
All of a sudden,
yeah, not happen. But it'll rattle your teeth right out of your head, especially if you have fake ones like I do.
That's so funny.
Stay off meth, kids.
Guys,
it'll mess you up.
Thank you so much. You guys are the absolute best. Click on the link below. Check out Truck Driver Shawn's YouTube channel. Make sure that you subscribe to it. Shawn is the man. We just had lunch a little while ago and literally just laughed our tails off over at Peddler's about 1.5 miles from my house. So guys, thank you so much. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't, jerkface. And as usual, I will talk to you guys soon. Shawn will too.
Later.
Nice. That's good. That's good.